Okay guys, welcome to, I'm basically taking a look at 10 of the worst budget games released on the Commodore 64. The prevalent company back then was Mastertronic. They were the company that really sort of launched the first budget games. It was a bit of a revolution when these things first came out, because we were used to paying £6, £7, £8, £9 for a game, and suddenly here were these games for £1.99. Sadly, most of, well, not, I'll maybe not say most, but a large majority of the very early ones were utter pish, which we shall hopefully find out throughout this video. So yeah, to kick things off is probably one of the most infamous budget games released by Mastertronic on the C64, possibly the Spectrum as well, BIONIC Granny. So yeah, I've heard of the game. I know it got absolutely panned by the Zap team, so I never actually bought it. Let's see what it says here. BIONIC Granny by Mastertronic. It's nearly, oh, notice the no apostrophe. It's nearly 4 o'clock and time for the kids to come home from school. You're, yep, pay attention to grammar, guys. You're a BIONIC Granny and are waiting outside the school to hit the kids as leave. Should that say as they leave? Because if it doesn't make any sense. Some will walk down the roads, but others will try to evade you by keeping off the roads. Don't let the lollipop lady throw lollipops at you. Yes, we've basically got to hit the kids with a large stick. What a charming person. Press any key to continue. Any key to play. Right, it appears you are the green person, not the green person, the person with the blue thing. Looks like something on roller skates. You're the one waving about a rather large stick. Ah, bloody hell, what the hell is that? Oh, that's a lollipop person. Right, okay, so the idea of the game is to basically hit children with a large stick. Now you can see right away the perspective is completely wrong, because if you look at the football pitch at the top left, it is tiny. It's about the width of most of the kids. It looks to me like it's got user-defined graphics. Looking at the that building at the top, the sort of brown building at the top, that looks like that definitely seems user-defined graphics to me. It's also got the typical Commodore 64 font, so they obviously couldn't be arsed to actually program their own one, which always helps to make games look better. Although in the case of this game it wouldn't make any difference, because it is rubbish. Right, pressing fire button does absolutely nothing. I've got to say, I'm quite impressed with the old lady's hair. She's not actually sporting a sort of purple rinse like so many old people seem to do. She's got a sort of a brown hair. I mean, I've got to say, if you could have a sprite that looks less like an old person waving a stick, this game would probably feature that very sprite. That is awful. Music, it's not even a tune. It's like if I was whistling, trying to make up a tune, that would probably be quite close to what I would whistle. So yeah, this is certainly deserving of its awful reputation. I mean, it really, I don't know, is it written in BASIC? If we press escape, will that? That doesn't seem to break into the code. Anyway, enough of that shite. That's BIONIC Granny. Right, this is BMX Racers, again by Mastertronic, and it looks to me like it's been programmed with the same person. Let's just check the grammar, shall we? Ride your BMX racer through the city park. Avoid the trees and keep to the track. Keep an eye out for the mad biker. The old granny, oh no, not again, will put her walking stick in your wheel if you go near her. Is that old woman has she got an issue or something with people? She obviously doesn't like children. Accelerate over the jumps to gain extra points, but keep in a straight line. Watch out for the oil patches. Right, okay, let's avoid the mad biker and mad granny. Any key to start. Right, left, right, accelerate, brake. Right. Right now, right away, I've noticed it doesn't seem possible. Right, if you start moving left, you've then got to press it forwards. Excuse me, yeah, you've got to press it forwards to make sort of straighten up. What? Why did I fall there? Now you can see that it's not got silky smooth scrolling, and the music is on a par with Bionic Granny. If I didn't know differently, I would say this game is probably programmed by the very same person. Right now, it's actually hard to decide what game is the worst. Now it appeared I didn't even go over the jump there. So is that person on the left, is that the mad granny, is it? Throwing, I can't remember what she said it was. Well, she's trying to put her walking stick through your spokes. It's got a bloody awful tune as well. But the only redeeming feature of this game, I would say, is that the rather impressive looking sort of beach buggy car sprite type thing. Why am I crashing? I don't know why I'm crashing when I'm trying to go over the ramp sometimes. Right, one more go. Now, this game was pretty... Holy shit. This game was pretty infamous when it came out, for obvious reasons. Last go. I'd be interested to know how long it actually took the person to write this game. One more go. What? Oh, that would be the mad biker then, I'm guessing. Jump! Bollocks. Right, anyway, enough of that. That is shite. That's BMX Racers, and again, that is by Mastertronic. Okay, this is... excuse me. Okay, this is Enter the Ninja. I actually thought it was something else, but anyway, that's just my, that's me. Yep, Enter the Ninja. This was released in 1987 apparently on my Mastertronic once again. Obviously a later game, so it's sure to be good. So let's give it a go now. It seems to be completely bereft of a title screen. This is the title screen you're looking at. So let's go. Now, it appears you play the part of this sort of little martial arts expert, I'm guessing. Nice little sprite, nice little eyes, quite cute looking actually. Yeah. Now, it appears that you can throw what I can only think of as a shuriken. You can't seem to kick or punch or do anything like that. You appear to move way too slow. And you've got these various assailants coming at you from all sides, moving way faster than you, giving you absolutely no chance to avoid them. Now, is that shuriken? Not shuriken, is that nunchucks getting chucked at you? And it looks like a little ninja running along the top of the wall, throwing stars down at you as well. Now this has probably got the worst tune out of the games I've looked at so far, which is really saying something. I've just noticed there, the depth of vision, perspective, call it what you want, seems to be a way to cock, because I'm assuming that is a brick wall. Yeah, it appears that some of the baddies can sort of run up the wall like so. You seem to be able to run sideways up the wall. Yep, it was almost like they employed an graphic artist, who came up with some decent looking sprites, but the programmer was completely inept, hence this pile of pish. here I've got 1,000 points. Made 1. Game over, made 1. What does that mean? It just seems more random luck than anything, because your opponents move way too quick for you. One last go. I mean, seriously, 1987, yeah, I know they're probably only asking £2 for it, but did they not think that people were expecting more for their money? Yeah, that guy seems to be doing the magical wall walk trick. Right, anyway, enough of that. That is Enter the Ninja. That's by Mastertronic. Right, this is Intergalactic Cage Match, which I am guessing is some sort of cage fighting game, going by the screenshot which I saw. Yep, let's see, toggle 1-player, 2-player game. It's currently set to a 2-player game by the looks of things, so let's try and put it onto a 1-player game. F5. Computer, right, okay. Change player 1. No, let's stick with Hulk Hogan. Change player 2. Some kind of demonic beast. Let's cycle through, see what we have. We've got a fly. We've got a praying mantis. We've got a eyeball. And we've got Hulk Hogan's alter ego. And we've got a small Viking chap. Let's go for demonic beast. Spacebar to begin. Right, okay. How do we put the boot in? Come on, have it. Whoops. Go on, run away. Get off. Right, I've got absolutely no idea what I'm actually doing here. I say the sprites aren't bad. Get off. Get! What is he trying to do? Right, he's obviously trying to climb up the wall and he's going to try and do a slam dunk on me, or whatever it is you call it. I'm not up to speed with my Holy shit, wait a minute, so if he climbs out the cage, then it's game over. Right, well, you know what? Let's try and climb up. Let's climb up. Surely it can't be that easy. Right. So rather than stand and fight, you can merely climb out the cage and you'll win the bout. I'm sure if that was accepted in real UFC, it wouldn't be quite as popular as it is. Yeah, so that's the way to win. You just climb out the wall. Climb out the cage itself, but let's have a shot of the actual fighting. And you may hear my dog is kicking off. We've obviously spotted another dog outside. Graphics aren't too bad. I've got absolutely no idea what he is doing to that demonic creature. Sound is... music's better than other stuff I've heard so far, I suppose. But then it was released 2 years after. Don't let him climb up. Oh, where you go. Bugger off. Let's see if I can climb up as well. Can I climb up? It appears not. Oh, you can. Wait a minute. Ah, now see, I'm climbing up as well. I'm climbing up as well. I'm going to save myself, surely. Right, okay. So it's basically the first person to climb out the cage wins. Yeah, that is Intergalactic Cage Match. And again, that was released by Mastertronic, although it was developed by a company called Sculptured Software. Let's take a look at something else. Yeah, now you're probably wondering what this game is doing in this list. This game has got one of the best ever Rob Hubbard tunes this side of Monty on the Run. It's a fantastic tune, it really is. However, good music does not make it a game, as we all know. Now, the first thing about this game, I did actually buy this because I thought it looked amazing. Technically, it's very, very impressive. It's got speech, as you've heard. It's got an absolute kick-ass soundtrack. It really is. Graphics look really nice. Now, a couple of things. The screen, the actual play area, is tiny. I mean, two quarters of the screen is taken up with the thing that says base, fuel, etc, etc, the speed of you. Sort of the bottom third of the screen has got a big dirty banner telling you the name of the game with the programmer on it. I mean, why was that put in there? And literally only 1/3 of the screen is actually devoted to gameplay. Now that wouldn't be so bad if the controls were sharp and responsive, but it's not. You hold it left to move and up and down turns, but the problem is it just doesn't turn fast enough like that, so 9 times out of 10 you just pull out recklessly into a wall, and you've got a really, really fierce time limit which you're trying to beat. It's a shame, because if they had just made the controls tighter and maybe made the screen a bit bigger, it would have been an excellent game. I mean, it really, really does look nice. You look at it and think, oh, look at all this stuff that's going on here, until you realise it's only a tiny wee screen. Oh, it's actually doing anything. I think the only time I actually fired this game up was to listen to the music, but once I got the music track on a disc, I never actually bothered to load this game. I need to really slow up here. Start turning now. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, you fool. One more go. As it explodes in a fireball. Immediately. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, anyway, that's the last V8. I'm sad to have it in this list because technically it's impressive, and if it just made it a slightly bigger screen and made the controls better, it would have been not a bad game. Right, this is Subhunt 64. Don't know what why they always insisted on putting 64 in front of a lot of games for the C64. Maybe just to differentiate, not too sure. Anyway, this is, Subhunt. It's an underwater nightmare, but you'll win if you can stay cool. Don't be terrorised by gigantic fish. Remember, you're only here for one reason: to rescue your colleagues who are being chased by the massive fish. Their only equipment is flimsy scuba diving equipment. Okay. Right, so what do I actually have to do? It doesn't actually tell you. To control a submarine, use the keys. Or use a joystick. Thanks, lads. Right. Kill the massive fish. I'm guessing that's one of my collies. Can I pick him up? I certainly can. Now it seems to be blessed with the same tune as BIONIC Granny and BMX Racer. Now, if I didn't know any differently, I would probably think that this game was written in BASIC. It's just got the makings and hallmarks of a basic game all over it. I've got to say, compared to BIONIC Granny and that other one, this is awesome. The problem with a game like this is I think you would get bored with it after about 30 seconds. A bit like I am at the moment. There doesn't appear to be any change in graphics other than the fish change colour. quite sure what that plane's dropping. It looks like a car battery. Really no idea what's going on there. Come on, son. In you get. Yep, I'll be whistling this theme tune for days after. It's kinda like if you turn this game 45 degrees to the left, it would become an endless shooter with no endy level and utterly pointless. Yeah, I think one game is enough of that. Thanks very much. That is Subhunt. And that is once again by the wonderful Mastertronic. Yep, you've guessed it, this is Connect 4. Let's have a look at the instructions. If we can. To win this game, either player must get 4 of their pieces in a line. Thanks for that. See to continue. Pieces are placed in any of the 7 columns unless the column already has 6 pieces in it. In this case, the entry will be rejected. See to continue. 4 levels of play, yep, okay. See to continue, I think we've got it. We've kinda got it here. Instructions, no. 1 or 2 players, let's go for 1 player. Level of play, let's go for 2. Blimey. This was most definitely a game that you would have got in computer video games typing. Right, I'm guessing we'll have to press a number. Yep. You press a number and your counter falls. I can just imagine the reaction if your mum and dad were on a tight budget and you were going to get a computer game for your Christmas or your birthday and they bought you this. You eagerly unwrapped it, fired it up, and you're met with this Connect 4. I mean, seriously. I think the first thing that I'd be doing before switching it off would be to turn down the bloody god awful music. Listen, I think that's enough of that one. That is Connect 4 and that is by Atlantis Software. Yep, this is another game by Atlantis Software. This time it's called, what the hell is it called? It's called Rattler. Press spacebar to continue. Obviously these guys couldn't actually figure out how to get the game advanced by pressing the fire button. Well, possibly this game doesn't actually use a joystick. Select any one of the 5 skill levels and decide how many, if any, balls you want to negotiate. Using the keyboard or joystick, the object is to move Rattler around the screen, eating the eggs as they appear but without touching the walls, getting hit on the head by a ball or tying Rattler in a knot. Right, okay, so it's basically your Nokia 3310 Snake, it would appear. The more eggs Rattler eats, the longer he gets and the more difficult to control. If you can eat all eggs, a door will appear on the top of the wall. Guide Rattler through this and you're off to the next screen. There are 15 screens in Rattler, each more to negotiate. Press spacebar to continue. With 5 skill levels, 0 to 4 and 5 ball options, 0 to 4, this gives a total of 375 levels of play. You start with the game with 3 Rattlers and gain an extra one after completing each screen. Good luck, you will need it. Cheers for that. Let's play. I think we've got the idea of the game. 0. Joystick. How many balls? Let's go for 2. Yep, it's Snake. So what is the idea of the balls? I'm really not sure what they actually bring to the game, or what the point of them is. I'm guessing I die if I hit the... Yep, I do. I die when I hit the wall. Well, this was probably the first video game to ever appear on a mobile device, and even then it was shite. In its defence, it's bloody basic looking. Ah, have I got to try and trap the balls possibly? I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Oh, I've got no idea. Right, let's go again. Aye, despite it being basic, it's actually playable. It's as playable as it was on your mobile phone. But again, I think I'd be kind of gutted if I'd got bought this. Also, the guy that did the music was completely tone deaf as well. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the idea of the bouncing balls are. They don't actually do anything, do they? Other than bounce off me and also off the walls. It's like they've gone for the Sting music, but they've kind of put it deliberately out of tune just so that there won't be any copyright issues. Oh, dearie me. One more go. Just to hear that awful music. Let's go for 4 balls this time. Oh, did I hit one of these? Right, if the ball hits you on the head, then it's instant death. Right, it seems to be... Is this a demo? Ah, this is a demo I've going on. Hence the reason I'm doing so well. Anyway, listen, that is shite. That's Rattler, and again, that is by Atlantis Software. Right, this is Gertie Goose, and this was released by Relax Games. The reason I'm featuring this one is because when I spoke to Gary Penn on my Blind Mates Only, he mentioned this game. This was a game that was absolutely panned by the Zap lads. And apparently the company were none too pleased that they had done that because it was going to cost them sales. So let's see if it's as bad as it is. It certainly looks got a rather iffy looking title screen with a... It looks more like Bernie Clifton wearing his outrageous bird outfit, because it's like a goose with human legs, green tights and some dodgy looking red boots. So yeah, let's see how this game works. Right, The Lost Eggs of Gertie Goose by Anton Hinksman. To enter the instruction screen space, no, let's just press fire button. It doesn't obviously do fire button. Space, that usually does it. Oh, bollocks, we're going to have to go to the options screen. Right, how do we... Right, okay, we're off. Right. So we control said goose. Can I peck? Oops, what the hell happened there? Right, I'm guessing I've got to try and eat birdseed or something. Right, you'll notice right away, this is something I've never seen before on a C64. Spectrum possibly, but never a C64. Colour clash. When he goes behind a bush, he seems to change colour. Now the funny thing is he's changing red, even though the bush is actually green. Is that him jumping? Yeah, it appears it is. Have I got to try and eat birdseed or something? And I haven't a clue what that is. Can I kill it? Can I peck it to death? And there's some really bizarre looking graphical interface at the bottom, which I have got no idea what it is. What the hell is that? These rocks, blue rocks. Oh, there we go, yep. So you have to pick up what looks like one of these, not walnut things, one of these. Is that a chestnut? I don't know what it is. We'll say it's an egg. Yeah, it's an egg. Of course it is, he's a goose. but I'm really not quite sure what that thing is. As you can see, the graphics look like user-defined graphics. There doesn't appear to be any score of any kind. There is no music, and sound effects are limited to the tip-tap of Gertie Goose herself and also the noise of him. So yeah, I think the Zap lads were pretty spot on when they panned this game, because I have got no idea what's actually supposed to be happening here. Anyway, listen, that is pish. That's a Gertie Goose. Okay, to finish this video off, we're going to take a look at Atlantis Software's title, The Thinker. Yeah, okay, let's press any key. Instructions. Object of the puzzle is to move the red block out through the gap at the bottom by shuffling the other blocks around. Key 0 to move block 10. The others are as numbered. Good luck. Press Q to start again. Press any key to play.
Thanks for watching my Mamemeister channel. Please feel free to like, comment or subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter.